Start recording. We'll start this meeting. It's 9:05. Thank you all for coming. Alright, so let's jump into survey results for the service animal policy. Oh, sweet, all the results are here. Okay, for all the policies. Clear and specific, just one thing I noticed, decisions, etc. are referred to the building administrator in this, but in self-directed learner, it's the building principal. Shouldn't we keep? Yes, we should. So we can go through and, yeah. Clear and specific, just clarification on building. Okay, yes, thank you. Thanks for, oh, that was nice of them. Yes, yes, yes. Who designated the student's supervising teacher? Oh, who designates? The process for designating a student as a self-directed learner and maintaining this designation is provided in policy there. Where does one find 2470P? Well, we didn't send it out. What impact will there be on a teacher if teachers are expected to do more work on behalf of a student who is choosing to not be at school? This does not seem viable. Okay.
I just feel like some of this is because they didn't get to see the procedure. Some of that's addressed in the procedure.
Right. We didn't send the P out though, because then people get, why are you sending me to? Okay. So the application for secondary implies this could be for single classes. Does there need to be an application for each class signed by each teacher? What if the teacher does not agree to sign off? Okay.
And the law is pretty specific that everybody has to be on board with it.
So it implies this could be for single classes. I don't think the program's designed though, and maybe that's not clear, that it's for a single class. I mean, it might be for like half of the day,
right,
which could be a single class, I guess, if the kiddo only had one class in the second half of the day. But that's not the premise for the program.
Correct.
Right? Okay. All right. So this isn't about picking and choosing what classes a student's going to take on campus. All right. So do we need to clarify that more though?
I think some of that will be clarified through the procedure.
Okay. What is the expectation of the teacher? The application for secondary implies this could be for single classes. Does there need to be an application for each class? No. What if the if the teacher doesn't sign off? I mean, the teacher's the one that would be bringing the recommendation forward.
Exactly. That's where I feel like the procedure would make that more clear.
Okay.
And then, then after, there definitely probably will be some kinks in this because we haven't done it before. And once we start implementing it, it might be, oh, we're missing this piece. And then I think we just bring the procedural piece back. I don't necessarily think we need to do the policy or the application. Maybe the application, maybe there's a part we want to add, but I think some of this will get worked out once we start doing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the process for designating a student as a self-directed learner and maintaining this designation is provided in P. Where does one find P? Thank you in advance for your answers. Okay. So maybe you can follow up with a conversation with her.
Yeah, I'll reach out to Rebecca.
Consider adding a requirement that a physician must prescribe this service animal as necessary for the person in normal attendance of school, specific benefits described. Well, we can't do that, unfortunately, because of the law. Interference with other students' educational experience should not be impacted. Agreed.
I think this is all stuff we've talked about and our same concerns that we've brought up, but legal.
Right, it's very, if it is a true service animal, we're bound to only ask 2 questions.
Exactly.
And that's it. This is too general. Okay. What do they mean by that? This policy is specific and includes measures which ensure that the child's academic performance is a key requirement and expectation for the exception. This is not meant to constrain parents, but to ensure the proper focus on performance is the incentive to earn the right to be self-directed, and ensure that the child's education is not negatively impacted. Okay.
Again, I think that, as we did want the policies, just an overview with the procedural being all
Right.
of the, so.
Well, we sent the application and then
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
so, okay.
And then they're thankful that,
Which is very kind, thank you.
yeah.
Many have allergies to horses and dogs. This will now require you to accommodate if students bring these into the classroom. That is correct. We would have to accommodate the students with allergies as well as the student with the service animal, and finding a balance so that both children are protected.
And the reality is this has been in effect for a long time. We just haven't, it hasn't.
We haven't had the policy.
Right, but the law has
The
been
law,
there.
yeah.
And so, and we haven't had really, I mean, it hasn't been, we haven't had a lot of people requesting
Right.
it, but as of late, the last few years, we've had more and more, so.
Well, and the reality is people are pushing more on their emotional support, which doesn't classify as a service animal. So
Right.
that's
Which is why we addressed that emotional support situation early on.
Right.
And felt like we needed to back this one up because it hadn't been reviewed for a while.
right. And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
So I don't know that we need to make any changes. I think, again, this one, the self-directed may come back up. Procedurals, once we start doing it, the teachers might have some input, but I would like us to, implement it, work through some of that at the
Okay.
high school level, and then if we're seeing that we have some holes, then we can bring it back to
Okay.
remedy that, but.
Okay. So we are down to advanced.
So for those two policies, are we taking those to the board, to the August board meeting?
Yes.
Are you good to take 2375?
Yes, and 2470, 70A, and 70P. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Just start checking balances for each other. Okay.
Advanced opportunities. Let's.
So we do have a draft. We do not have access to, if ISBA has done any updates, we don't have. So I just listed at the bottom of our agenda
Okay.
our current policy, and then here's all of the statutes that are attached to this specific one. So I just listed them there so we can double check ourselves
Yep.
there.
Perfect.
So if this is helpful moving forward. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. And then you did ask for an additional example, so I did get boundary counties,
Okay.
so. But they did say that at some point, like September, October-ish, they're likely going to, make some changes. They're gonna do a revision, and may or may not make changes. That's just their rotation, boundary county.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So,
Yeah, because if statutorily there are any revisions, it would be in July.
yeah, that's their revision cycle.
So let's see here. Okay, that's boundaries. Let's advanced opportunities. Let's read through this real quick. It's short and sweet.
It's just the
Well, that's
definitions.
definitions.
Yeah.
Okay, this is. All right.
It's a little bit meatier.
Yeah. Well, let's read the policy first. The district provides opportunities for students to begin earning credit for college and vocational programs and/or to take advanced placement or other college credit-bearing or professional certification examinations. At the same time, they attend school in the district. I don't like the sentence.
I know, but that's how
Good
we're
Lord.
worded.
All right. To ensure that students can participate in advanced opportunity programs, the board hereby directs the superintendent to establish timelines and requirements for financial transactions and transcribing credits that meet the State Department of Education reporting requirements for each program. Then we have definitions: mastery placement, dual credit, course and examination fee payment, 8 and 6 program.
That's what basically the state's paying.
Okay, so then
So some of this will be easy, like when we hit the definitions, we just need to make sure that we have all the definitions accurate and represented there, so.
I would agree.
Yeah.
So which one is this? This one is. Okay, so in this introduction, the district provides opportunities for students to begin earning credit for college and vocational programs and or to take advanced placement or other college credit bearing or professional certificate examinations. Well, college credit bearing courses, wouldn't it be?
So in boundary counties, they just change after examination, instead of it saying, they just put while they attend school in the district, instead of at this time or whatever we have, they just changed it to while right there. All of it's the same.
Okay. Alright.
On our draft. They just said, they take out the
Oh,
at
good.
this
So
time
they
and just put
thought that was
while.
it.
Mhm. So in the boundary example, they do, so they have a whole nother part where they say participation in the district's advanced opportunity program requires parent-student agreement to program requirements and completion of the district's participation form documenting the program requirements.
I'm gonna do this real quick.
Okay.
Just
I
so-
didn't mix them because I didn't.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, first of all, that first paragraph is one sentence.
Uh-huh.
That's a
Yep.
little long. The district provides opportunities for students to begin earning credit for college and vocational programs. I'm just gonna make this a little nicer, just cause period. We could say additionally, the district I guess what I don't understand, and this is, I get hung up on things. Okay, so we're providing opportunities for students to begin earning credit for college or vocational programs. But then we're saying the same thing, that they can take advanced placement or other college credit bearing or professional certificate examinations. So other college credit bearing.
Yeah, it's the same thing. So like you can get your Microsoft certification, you
Right.
can get your Google certification.
Right.
Yeah,
So
you could condense that into a much prettier, cleaner.
well, I guess what I'm trying to understand is earning credit for college. What is the difference from that and other college credit bearing whatevers? What is there a difference? Okay, because advanced placement.
Unless there's a certification attached to it that you would get, but you have that listed.
Okay.
There are some certifications you could get, and otherwise you're getting credit. It's one of the two.
But advanced placement isn't necessarily tied to college, correct?
Yes, because it would be like if you were to take, let's just say you were to take Calculus 1 as a senior, that could be transferred as your placement. You're not having to take a math exam going into, if you were going to go to college, they would either start you at Calc 1 or start you above that. So there could be some advanced placement based on classes that you take, and you could take calculus and not take the college credit for calculus.
Right.
Does that make sense? Like because they're concurrent, you could take just Calc 1
Right.
and not get credit for college credit, so you'd still have to take that in college if, depending on what degree, you have to have that level of math.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. So it provides opportunities for students to begin earning credit for college and vocational programs through advanced placement.
Yep.
Or other college credit bearing or professional certificate examinations.
Yeah.
That still doesn't.
It's cleaner. And when we are done with this, I can send this out to a few of the high school counselors just to see if we're missing anything. I mean, we can send it out to survey, but I can personally email them and say, please make sure we didn't miss anything or misrepresent something. Because this is definitely where they spend a lot of their time.
So the district provides opportunities for students to begin earning credit for college and vocational programs through advanced placement, college credit bearing courses, or professional certificate examination classes. Can we say that? We can say whatever we want. Am I just mincing words? Is that what I'm doing here?
I think it's cleaner.
Well, maybe
No,
sounds
did
like
you-
we know what we're saying.
And are you just striking through the while they attend school in the district? Did you put a period in the
You're right, I
classes?
did. I don't know.
I guess, do you need to say that? It's implied that it's while they're attending school.
Right.
District provides opportunities for students to begin earning credit for college vocation programs or advanced placement college credit bearing courses or professional certification examination classes. Could you put that at the beginning of the sentence? While attending school, the district provides, while enrolled in school, while attending your local
All
high
right.
school.
So they don't have to attend, but they have to be enrolled, correct? But, no.
What do you mean they don't have to attend?
Well, because if a homeschool kid wants to enroll in the district for the pure benefit of receiving, advanced,
Mhm.
but then would they even need to? I don't know.
Yeah, that piece I don't know. Well, and I think the law is, one of the laws would, I'm sure, address that, so let's look that up.
So the district provides opportunities for students enrolled in the district for
Well, so I guess I would say they have to attend because one of the requirements is you have to have a teacher that has the classification. And so it has to be to qualify as an eligible overload course, the course must be offered by a provider accredited by the organization that accredits Idaho high schools and taught by an individual certified to teach that grade in that subject area. So they would have to attend those specific classes unless they did it through the college itself. But if you're doing it through high school, it has to be through the accredited, with that accredited teacher.
Okay.
So if you are a homeschool, you would just take it through NIC or take it through U of I on your own. You wouldn't funnel it through the high school.
Okay.
I have to think that through. Yeah.
So they're not, but they still have to be enrolled, I mean, in school.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So what if we said the district provides opportunities for enrolled students to begin earning credit for college and vocational programs through advanced placement, college credit-bearing courses, or professional certificate examination classes?
Yep.
Does that sound better?
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's
Okay.
way better.
All right.
Way better. So I don't like what we have for the second paragraph. I actually like, if you go down to the fourth paragraph, what Bonner boundary counter. So in order to ensure the board hereby directs the high school counseling department to establish procedures with timelines, requirements, participation requirements, financial transaction, and transcriptions of credits. Like, they run that whole, it's all funneled through the counseling, the high school counseling program.
It
and
is.
they're uniformed.
Okay.
I mean, Lisa oversees it as the superintendent, but as far as the logistics and all of that, that's it, the high school counselors are doing it.
Okay.
And so, and remember, that was, that was part of what they, when we were talking about cuts, there was a big discussion about all of this and meeting with the kids and making sure all this was dialed in and that they were accessing their money and that the state provides. So I like what they have better than what we wrote.
So in order to ensure that students have a chance to participate in advanced opportunity programs, the board directs the high school counseling department to establish procedures with timelines, requirements for participation, requirements for financial transactions, and transcription of credits. Okay. All right.
So they have a form, and I don't have access to it. I've emailed the principal, but she hasn't gotten back to me. So this is boundaries. We don't have a form.
Okay.
I guess I should say, there is a form that, depending on which class you're taking, that comes from the college that will just say if you're participating in this dual credit.
Okay.
It's not a separate, it's just like if you're taking Calc 1, you can sign up for that form through Calc 1. It's part of the syllabus process.
Okay.
That's how we do it, but they have a separate form. So, I mean, maybe I'll get it by the time we take this out to survey and we can look at it if that's something to make it more uniformed. But it's through the syllabus process. You kids can sign up for the dual credit part, and it's unique to each class.
Okay. So they don't have 2435F on their website?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I couldn't find it, but I will look.
Requires parent and student. Requires parent and student agreement to program requirements and completion of the district's participation form documenting the program requirements found in there. Do our counselors have kids sign anything when they choose to do this?
Oh yeah, the parents have to sign it and the kids have to sign it.
Oh, wait, there's your form.
Right, but it's attached to the syllabus. It's not like so like if you take calculus, it'll be all the stuff about calculus that's required, and it even if it's a concurrent, you have all those pieces, and then there's a part specific to if you want.
Okay.
If you want to do the dual credit piece. So we do have a form, it's just not, like, it's not the same. Okay. Oh, I lied. Okay, last time I couldn't get access to any of their policies, so, but it's open now, so I'm gonna put that example. But it's a pretty. If you go back to the agenda, I just linked in their example. Literally, I couldn't get it before.
I believe you.
This just gives, like, ours is way simpler, what we use. This gives you the whole fast forward, how the money is covered, and then at the bottom is where you sign up. I will tell you I like our form better.
Well, one thing that I think, let me read through this.
This is an overview of I'm accessing advanced opportunities. What we do is specific to if you're going to take, like, if you're going to take computer apps and you want to get certified, then you're signing up for the specific, like, it will list the certifications that you can sign up for, and then you're signing up for, it's really specific and targeted.
Okay.
This is just an overview. Ours are very detailed.
Right, but what we need to have in our policy, I think, is just, because Lisa talked about how when her kiddos were doing dual credit, I believe, through the school, I'm not sure. Lisa talked about how she had to buy books, which is no. And
right, because that's what this money's for.
Correct. And I think there may be some, I won't go there right this second, but we need to ensure with parents that, if there's a cost for the course, such as because they're going down to NIC, that money goes down to NIC because they pay that there, that we're not going to become burdensome on them financially.
Yeah.
Right. Because that shouldn't happen. Access on the full credit level offered by public high school up to $225 per course. Okay. So they're talking about the monies.
Specific from the state.
Right.
That's why I just said this is an overview. This is literally what the law says.
Okay.
And then at the very bottom is where they have parents sign up.
Right.
And so my assumption is what they do is if you are a child that's going to access advanced opportunities, they just have a running record of not necessarily which courses but just you're going to be accessing this, so I'm going to keep track of this.
Right.
And then they obviously have to have some additional tracking system specific to which courses you're taking.
Well,
and that's through your transcripts, obviously. But
right. Okay.
So I don't know that we need that.
So if we add in the little blurb about participation in the district's Advanced Opportunities Program requires a parent and student agreement to the program requirements and completion of the participation form that accompanies the class syllabus.
I think that's fine.
Okay. What I would though think would be beneficial is if we get a little bit better understanding of what the counseling department actually does, how they track, how, you know, what processes are they actually getting into.
So would you like me to see if I can invite one of them to come to our next policy meeting and kind of walk us through that when we get the results back from here, see if any of them would be willing to come?
Yeah, I mean, they should really have, I mean, if we're saying that there are departments in charge of this, then,
Yeah, I mean, they do all of the,
and I'm gonna say departments because we have two different departments.
right. Yeah, so I will send this to both high schools.
Okay,
And then I will see if I can get one of them to come. And because Lisa has worked really closely, and maybe it might just be Lisa, but we can get some feedback from them specific to this, and so we're not missing something. Because I too would like, are they tracking? I mean,
There
and
needs
I
to be
know
a
they
accountability.
track how many credits, because then part of graduation is this is how many, but do they have a running spreadsheet of which kids access which, how many are offered, that piece I don't know.
right.
And I've
then-
seen some of our internal stuff, but as far as at their level, I don't know what they keep, and I don't even know if the two high schools do it exactly the same, so that's a really good question.
Right, and they should be doing it the same.
Yeah,
Um,
they may be, I just don't know.
Right,
Yeah.
right, right. No, I hear you. And then the other thing, referencing back to their form over here, are we getting the 4125?
Well, my understanding is none of that comes directly to us. It's
Okay.
when the child enrolls, then that gets submitted, and then the state covers it. It's not a money per se exchange.
Okay,
That's my understanding, is the district doesn't get the money, the family doesn't get the money. It's just, it's covered at the college level,
right.
so. So those fees are just waived for those courses,
Okay,
kind of a thing. And the same thing if you're doing a CTE type thing.
okay,
And my understanding is that's part of the work of the counselor, is making sure that it's getting covered.
okay.
So there's never a fee to the student. But my understanding is there's no money exchange.
Okay,
Because if you don't, let's just say you have up to that 41, but let's just say you only take 2, you don't get that extra money. It's just, you get up to that amount.
right.
And we do have some kids where
Who gets the money though?
I don't think there's ever money exchange. They've allotted this much money, and so if let's just say I'm taking a class at NMU, and then the state they waive that fee, or it's coming out of this amount of money for that student, and they're keeping track of it, and they're waiving that fee. There's no money exchange. It's not like the state sends NMU a check, and maybe they do on their end, but my assumption is they're waiving that.
Well, that money would have to go somewhere.
It would go to the college at some point, and maybe they do.
Okay,
that
but
at the
hear
end
me
of it.
out, because our advanced dual placement accredited whatever teachers receive
Right.
a stipend for the
Right.
courses that they're teaching from the organization that they're teaching the course
Right.
from.
And it's based on the amount of kids they have enrolled, right?
Right. So it would seem logical to me that the state may be allocating whatever portion of that 4125 to the college, which is then distributed to the teacher's portion for teaching that
Right.
course. Okay.
But when that,
And then,
I don't think it's
or in the, for the cost of the course.
right.
Right.
But from our, if there's no money exchange, like it just is,
Right.
like they're waiting, and then they take care of that on their end. And is it this is how many people accessed how many seniors access this, and so then we send you one lump sum to the college level, that piece I don't know.
Right. So we should have a better I think it is important for parents to see this,
Yeah.
the financial component. And I'm not sure if it's in statute.
I feel like I'm almost positive this is, I do feel like, the counselors do a really good job of going over this with families when, freshman, sophomore year, that this is coming for junior, senior year.
Okay.
But,
They should already have it open.
yeah, I've
The
looked at all
enhanced
the,
opportunities. It's in, it talks about the monies in
46.
section 3.
There's nothing here on money. So, when's the definitions?
yeah, it's right there.
Yeah, so in section 3 it talks about monies.
Oh, okay. Okay, so the state's reimbursing the post-secondary educational institution.
But at what, again, is that a lump sum? I don't-
Right,
Yeah. I don't
which
know.
I don't know that we need to get into the nitty-gritty of that, but I do think, well, within here though, it doesn't state what it's being allocated. So what would be beneficial, I think, then is, where did they get these dollar amounts? I know that's what they are, but where did they get them? Maybe it's on the State Board of Education, I don't know.
I can just find
But I just don't wanna put dollar amounts in there that aren't accurate.
I would
And-
prefer not to put dollar amounts
Okay.
because I feel like that, depending on if it's from the state board or from,
Right.
it could change.
Right.
And so,
Well, I think,
like the 75
This amount-
doesn't, some of that doesn't
what is
change,
that?
like the 4125.
Right.
Some of them don't change, but like where it says eligible CTE workforce training up to 500, unless it says it in statute, I'd rather not list it. But I'm gonna go back and see if it lists that.
but I do think it would be beneficial for parents to understand that there's costs going on
Mhm.
with respect to taking dual credit and all this other stuff.
We should require us directly as applicable, payment should be made, student fails to earn required ed, so all of that is like literally taken out of statute or application. So the $75 is in statute.
Okay.
Required the course must be a credit bearing 100, the state and secondary. I don't see any other dollar amounts, and this one doesn't have the total allotment, so,
Okay.
see, and that's not even accurate anymore, cause now they get, in statute, so in 4602, they get, $4,625 now.
Okay.
So that top number is accurate, and the 75 is in, the
Oh, there's
next policy.
225.
There's the 225,
Okay.
For
There's the
overload.
75.
yep. But I don't see anything specific to the CTE money. don't see anything specific to, the CTE funds. Let me see if it's in here. Okay, we're back to here's the $75.
Well, there's a $50 reimbursement to community colleges
Mhm.
or counties.
But that's for out of district county tuition.
Okay, so,
So we said the 75, the 225, and the 4625 are all in statute, but I don't see
Right.
where they're getting the 500 and the 1,000. I can't find that anywhere.
yeah.
So is that just like what they put in specific to what their local workforce
Right.
training costs?
So we could just say eligible CTE
Mhm.
workforce training courses, and that. But I do think there's some benefit,
To having this information on a syllabus, or does this go on the policy?
I think this should be part of the policy.
So it gives just a more broader understanding.
Right, unless we,
This just explains the logistics. I don't see.
well, this is called the advanced opportunities.
Mhm.
Maybe we just put it here.
Yeah.
I mean, so the form remains with the syllabus in the sense
Mhm.
that everybody knows what it is.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, and as soon as I can send this out to some of the counselors and make sure that we're not missing something. You could literally put, starting where it says students are allocated, we'll put the right amount in,
okay, so if I go here, oh,
and then,
it's because I can't edit this.
okay, I can be mad
You
at
have to
that.
refresh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, sweet. So let's take,
I would do all courses paid for must be transcribed on the, cause that's super important.
okay.
Cause if, a parent's looking it up, like,
Right.
that's what it's called.
Let's do this real quick, just so I know what I'm working with. Alright, so,
So it's 46, what did I say, 4625? Was that accurate?
yes.
Yeah. The 225 is accurate, the 75, and then we were just gonna cut off and go to training courses. And then for whatever reason, your 6 went over there.
I see that.
Did you
So,
wanna put the semicolon after 5? Just cause the others have semicolons?
so students are allocated a total of 4625 in grades 7 through 12. Funds can be used towards, and this may not make, why is this way? There we are. It's gonna do this to me, seriously? What a pain in the butt. Sorry. Alright, so students are allocated a total of 46.25 to use in grades 7 through 12. Overload courses, high school credits taken in excess of the full credit load offered by the public high school. Okay. Definitions of full credit load may vary between schools.
That's because, some districts require excess high school, like.
Okay, but we
Yeah.
are a district, we have two high
Right.
schools.
Well, I think
so-
because we took this from Bonners, I think
Right.
they're saying, I mean, I think you could take that off, ours are the same.
Okay. Alright, so funds can be used towards overload courses, which, okay, high school credit, so.
So this is what you're taking above and beyond, so high school requirements just say, you know, algebra and geometry, you have to do 3 years. But, this is, you're gonna take trade, calc.
Right.
Yeah.
High school credits taken in excess of the full credit load offered by public. So.
And overload courses is specific to the statute, that's how they word it.
Is that under definitions, or?
It's in
Yes.
4602.
Overload course means a course taken that is in excess of full credit load and outside of the regular school day, including summer courses.
Mhm.
So that's a definition.
So would it be worthwhile to put the definitions above this and then it's going into the narrative about like what overload is, what a dual credit is, what is,
Well, we have it down here.
right, but do you wanna put that above those narratives, so then the narratives make a little bit more sense?
Does it say including summer courses? Yes, it
Yeah.
does. Okay, good. So the definition was already there. So I think that would be good.
Then there's a little bit more context. We should put a label for this.
Yeah, I was just thinking that same thing. What do we want to call it?
I mean, you could say advanced opportunity overview. It's going through all the, or you could just put overview. Or you could say, payment overview. Allocation.
Allocation understanding? Or just allocations?
I think allocation.
Alright, so students are allocated a total of, so they can be used for overload courses. For up to 225 per course. Examinations.
Well, dual credit just moved up, number 2.
Oops, I thought that. Dual credits. of a maximum of are you kidding me? Alright, examinations. Advanced placement, international baccalaureate, and college level examination program.
Statute, yeah.
Ugh. Career technical education examinations that lead to an industry recognized certificate, license, or degree. Eligible CTE workforce training courses. And federal registered workforce training. Why is there a comma there? Federal registered workforce training programs that lead to regional in-demand jobs. Students should meet with their guidance counselor to develop. Is that what we're calling them at school? Is the guidance counselor, or is it just the counselor?
I think we just call them counselor.
School counsel.
Yeah.
School counselor to develop a 4, 5, or 6 year learning plan that will maximize the benefits of this program according to the student's college and career interests. Intentional selection of coursework is a critical element of these programs. All courses paid for by, this word must be transcribed. I'm taking that out because we don't talk about it anywhere else.
Yeah, so it's just a random,
It's- yeah.
I don't know what it means. Yeah,
No,
I agree.
and so, yeah, alright.
Hopefully Chris must be transcribed on the student podcast will transcribe.
Oh, this is annoying. Just cause I'm me and I gotta make it work. Isn't there a remove format? Oh, maybe it's under edit. Isn't there a section where you can like clear the formatting of this section?
Yes.
Clear formatting, where is?
Into tools.
Okay.
Tools. No, it must be in format.
I would scroll down. Like with the cursor, or with the scrolling, the wheel. There.
You're amazing.
I was like,
Okay.
I thought it was in format.
Well, I took away my red. Oh, that's because I formatted it red.
Yeah.
Okay. So then we will move this to 6. That might be where it needs to be. I don't know. This and alright, we will. Alright. There we go. So they should meet with their counselor, or are they required to meet with
They
their
meet
counselor?
with their counselor.
Students. School counselor to develop. Well,
The counselors are required to set up a plan so that you line out all of their classes for the entire time,
this program
all 4 years.
according to the student's college and career interests. Intentional selection of coursework is a critical element to these programs. All right. So that makes me feel better. I
Yeah.
think it's good that we're, you know, we're making it real.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And again, I'll have the counselors look at this and then I'll see if I can get anybody to come. If not, then I'll,
Well, and if they read through this and they're like spot on,
yeah.
nobody
Yeah,
needs to come.
I agree.
But I do think that
if we're missing something, I'd like them to be able to speak to it because they're the ones in the weeds of it.
right.
Yeah.
So this, let's see here. Sorry, it's a thing. What did you do in policy? Oh, I formatted. Because some of us are just that way. Okay.
We appreciate it. It would have bothered me.
Oh, yeah, no, it's not. Just make sure it's uniform.
Okay.
Thank you. Mastery Advancement Program. Students who complete grades 1 through 12 at least 1 year early may be eligible for a Mastery Advancement Scholarship, regardless of whether the district is participating in the Mastery Advancement Program. A student shall be eligible if he or she shows that he or she has met all of the graduation requirements of the district, completes grades 1 through 12 curriculum in 11 or fewer years, and has attended high school in the Idaho public school system for at least 4 years. Okay. Students who have attended Idaho public schools for less than 4 years and who have completed all graduation requirements may be eligible to receive a Mastery Advancement Scholarship at a reduced rate, not to exceed 1 semester of scholarship for each year of Idaho public school attendance. Oh, looky there. What is that about? Okay, that's another thing.
See, and what's interesting is in honors, they don't talk at all about the mastery. They actually explain, so in their policy, Michelle, what we just titled,
Yeah.
they titled it the Fast Forward Program.
Okay, is that in statute?
I think that's the State Department, but let me see. I think that's what the State Department calls it. I don't think the State Department calls it that anymore. It's just like on the website. I can't find, it's just advanced opportunities.
Okay, so they don't call it fast
I don't
forward.
think so
Okay.
anymore. But look, they don't even have theirs up to date
Oh, okay.
from, did you have that right?
Well, we do. It probably just got changed in this year's
Right.
sessions. Yeah.
Statute.
That's why we should always check the statute.
Yeah.
Okay, so is there anything that we need to change in here? In the
In the event, they don't even have Master Advanced Program, they don't even have any of that listed in.
So a student is not required to graduate early and can choose to
So
participate in
this
dual
is what
credit
the State
programs.
Department has for it, they just call it early graduation, they're not calling mastery.
Oh, okay.
Now, there is a statute around it right here, so if you come to the policy, 33 is called mastery advancement, so I have that up. Wait a minute, did I have the right one up? 4604, I thought I had it up. But it just pulls up, I guess I have the wrong one pulled up, that's why it's not right. Do you have 44?
3 twice. Okay.
I know, so I think
2.
I just, 33,
There is no.
right, there is no 4. So on the statute, it's wrong, or on our, the guidance, it's wrong on the draft policy and on their draft policy.
Okay.
So I think they must have gone away from it. Cause they don't have it listed.
Post-secondary credit scholarship effective until 27. subject to the provisions of this section beginning with the spring of the 2016 graduating class and concluding in
It's right
2023.
there. So they don't even call it that anymore, so I think we take it out.
Okay.
And then at the bottom, we need to reference 4605
Okay.
and change that on the draft, cause and then call it post-secondary credit scholarship, yeah?
But
It's not effective till,
no, it's effective until the 27 because it ended summer of 23 graduating class.
Those kids.
So our kids from this point forward won't
Mhm.
have access to it.
so let's just take it off.
Yeah, I would say we probably need to. And they're obviously not, no new post-secondary credit scholarships may be awarded by the board on or after July 1, 2023. Okay, so,
The very bottom, I'm taking the Idaho code out,
okay.
so we don't forget.
Dual credit for early completers program, is that still a thing? Rulemaking non-public school students. I don't know if that's a thing.
I don't think it's a thing.
Alright, so in non-public school students, so students will be eligible to receive up to $2,500 to use towards dual credit, post-secondary credit bearing examinations and career technical education. Oh, so we need to change that over here.
It gave a number.
What did that say? Where was I?
I was looking at something else, so I didn't see where you saw it.
Well, it's up here. Toward dual credits, post-secondary credit-bearing examinations and career technical education examinations. I think we need to identify that.
You don't feel like the career technical education examination that lead to an industry recognized certificate, license, or degree covers that?
Where are you at?
Right, IV?
IV, okay.
Yeah.
To well, we identify up to $75 per credit may be used for dual credits,
Mm-hmm.
and we state that, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But then we say examinations and we say career and technical examinations for industry recognized certificates, and then we say eligible workforce training courses, and then federal registered workforce training programs that lead to regional in-demand jobs.
So,
So I think we could put an additional description.
where was I? Here we are. But the thing is it's a maximum of $2,500. So what if we revamp this? Because for items 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, it's 20, what is it? What did I say? It's $2,500. Credits, post-secondary credit-bearing exams, and career technical. So it doesn't include 6. It's 2, 3.
Toward dual credit, post-secondary credit. Yeah, subject to appropriation.
doesn't even talk about item number 5
Right.
or item number 6.
Yeah, it doesn't say, that must have been old. I'm trying to see on the State Department if they say anything additional. This is where they got that 500,000, that's from the state website,
Okay, for workforce training.
but I don't see that in statute anywhere.
Okay, so we should probably take that out.
You did already?
No,
Oh, number 6.
yeah. So if we take that out, we could. Alright, so does this make sense? A maximum of $2,500 is the combined total allocation for items 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Yep.
Okay.
That's perfect.
So I think advanced opportunities needs to go on our annual list.
Okay.
Because we're gonna need to reference back to statutes to find out if the money's changed.
Okay, 24.
Or if they add a new program, or, you know,
Yeah.
because I think it's important for us to stay on top of that.
So then the question that I have is, I think that's 1303. I'll double check right now. My question is do we need to bring that back here, add that piece, or can we just take it straight to the board with that piece added?
What do you mean?
For the policy 1303, we have a list of our annual policies.
Oh,
It's a clerical question, so my question is, are we bringing it to policy committee, or can I just add it and bring the policy itself to the board?
I think it just needs to get added to that list,
And do I need to bring it back?
to the board for approval.
I'm pretty
Yes.
sure it's 1303.
Yes, it should just, be under board policies with,
So it's 1303, so
Okay.
we would add, it would be right here, 42, what is it, 4230, or 2435.
2435,
So
yeah.
we'll just go right here, so I can add that in there, and then just, we'll bring it to the August meeting.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
Add to annual list.
Okay.
Proud of myself that I knew which policy it was.
You're on it.
So I'll edit it, change it, add it, and then we'll add this, bring it to the board.
Okay. Okay. Dual credit for early completers programs.
So I can't find that language anywhere in any of the policies. And I can't find it on the State Department either.
Alright, so up to 75, okay, dual credit courses must be offered by a regionally accredited post-secondary institute. The course must be a credit-bearing 100 level course or higher at the stage of, okay. Monies, the cost of, okay, the State Department of Education will reimburse post-secondary. If a student fails to earn credit or successfully complete a course or exam for which the department has paid a reimbursement, the student must pay for, okay.
This is all the State Department has. They have the challenging courses, and then they have the early graduation scholarship.
Okay, which isn't in statute.
Not that I can find.
Do you want to do a search for Idaho and early graduation?
I did.
You did, and nothing comes up
Yeah,
for it?
this is what comes up when I literally took the title and put Idaho, and so then it will give me what Coeur d'Alene has, what College of Southern, here's the State Department. It's just specific to what.
Okay,
You want me to put statute and put Idaho code and see if that comes up? It just comes back to 4602. 33, which you have up there already. Gives you the overload, eligible to distribution, $75, workforce, college entrance. These monies may be used, the board set forth criteria. So number 5, it says any student who successfully completes public school grades 1 through 12 curriculum at least 1 year early shall be eligible. That it's now referencing the scholarship again. The scholarship may be used for tuition and fees at any Idaho public post-secondary educational institution. The amount of the scholarship shall equal 35% of the statewide average daily attendance-driven funding per enrolled pupil for each year of grades 1 through 12 curriculum avoided by the student's early graduation.
What is that in? Which statute?
It's 33, 4602, so you already have it up there. Or you did have it up right there. Scroll down, it's number 5. Keep going. Right there. That's really all it says about anything early, it's the scholarship.
Oh, so it's an advanced opportunities scholarship.
Mhm.
There we are. Okay, so let's go over here.
And so then when you come to, this is what the State Department says about that scholarship right there.
So they're calling it an early graduation scholarship.
Yeah.
Statute calls
A dual
it
credit.
a dual credit.
Yes.
No, they didn't call it dual credit. They called it advanced opportunities scholarship.
Yeah,
Okay, so
that's why we're getting confused.
yeah. Okay, so let's undo this real quick. Or
But not all this language is accurate per the
Correct.
statute, so.
so let me unline it, and we will call it.
You could just line it out and then literally copy and paste from the statute what it says. That might be easier.
True, but you know, I never take the easy way.
Just because that has a lot that it doesn't say any of that in statute, not all of it at least.
Okay, so I should just, go backwards, but I'm not that smart, so let's go this way. All right, so then. Oh yeah, I need to do that because make it all aerial because that just is gonna drive me nuts.
What did you do to,
Control A.
you know what I was saying?
I did. I know, when I found that out, I'm like, woohoo, my life is in so much better shape. Okay.
So then I feel like you then could cross out the dual credit for early completers program too, correct?
I don't know. What is the credit
I
study?
mean, that's where we started this whole conversation.
Well, this is the dual credit for early completers program, which doesn't exist. So
this is what we started when we found that, like, they called it a program, and
well, this is saying they have, shall be eligible for assistance in paying for the following. So so for dual credits, that's the $2,500. Okay, so this is number 4.
I just don't know that you need that.
Is that even in the statute? They set forth criteria. Okay, so the board of each public school may set forth criteria by which a student may challenge. Oh, that's challenging. Where was the? Here we go. So. Okay, a student who has earned 15 post-secondary credits using the Advanced Opportunities Program and who wishes to earn additional credits must first identify his post-secondary goals. Advisors shall counsel any student who wishes to take dual credit courses that the student should ascertain for himself whether the particular post-secondary institution that he desires to attend will accept the transfer of coursework credits under this setting. 18. Okay, 18 doesn't exist.
I'm looking at IDAPA. I don't see anything in IDAPA other than just basically what
All right,
it is.
I don't know if you read this, but the State Department of Education shall reimburse public schools or public post-secondary educational institutions for such costs up to the stated limits within 125 days of receiving the necessary data upon which reimbursements must be paid. So we need to find out if we are being reimbursed, and
Well,
if
I
we
wonder
are,
if
what.
that's the stipend.
I don't know, but we need to figure it out, or we need to find out, just so that there's a better understanding.
Which one is this?
This is 20.
633 4602.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, that's just okay.
item 6.
I wonder if this is the stipend.
Payments will be made only for activity occurring and reported within each fiscal year. Okay, so that's.
I think this is the money we get, and then this is what the state or the colleges say you can use this money for. So we get that from NNU and from NIC.
Right.
I think that's what it's talking about. That was number 6, right?
That was.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can't find, where am I at? Over here.
I can't find anything that says early completers.
Okay, so students in the district completing all state high school graduation requirements at any time before the beginning of their final 12th grade semester, except for the senior project and any other courses the State Board of Education requires to be completed during the final year of high school, shall be eligible for assistance in paying for the following. Up to 18 credits per semester term or 12 credits per trimester term of dual credit post-secondary courses. Average daily attendance shall be counted as normal. I've read this in the statute. What is it? I don't know if it's this one. All right, here. For public funding purposes, average daily attendance shall be counted as normal for students participating in dual credit courses pursuant to this section.
But that's not about early finishers.
I know. Shall reimburse public schools. Okay.
If you put in early, well,
Look at there. Fingers are on the wrong keys. Early.
taken by the students' early graduation.
Okay, so that's talking about the scholarship. May be used for tuitions and fees at any Idaho public post-secondary educational institution. The amount of the scholarship shall be 35%. Okay. Each public school shall receive an amount equal to within 2 years of graduating from public school. So that's everything that we put here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When we looked at this, we weren't sure if this would, because we can't find that, but they have everything listed under that scholarship. So do you wanna just highlight it in yellow and I can ask somebody if they have been given direction around this? Cause how I read this is, I'm a kid that graduates early, and so I graduate my junior year, and then I wanna take NIC courses. Now technically, if I don't get my diploma, I'm still considered, my senior year, I go to NIC, I'm still under the fast forward program. But if I truly graduate early and get my diploma, have I used, the question is, who's paying for the coursework?
Right.
That 4th year. So it makes sense that there would be something, I just can't find it anywhere.
Well, but this is in the statute. It's right here.
Right.
State Department of Education
Mhm.
or wherever it was.
The whole 18, whatever, I can't find that anywhere.
Right.
Yeah, so I can ask.
I think they changed that program's name to the 8 and 6 because there's like an old article from 2012 that says early completers and 8 and 6.
So the 8 and 6 program is still a thing.
Yeah.
It's not under here.
But it might not, maybe they literally truly have changed all the names.
Yes, because down here on the thing, it actually says that 4603 is the 8 and 6 program, and it's not there anymore.
Yep.
It's actually.
Well, and that the mastery program was 8604, and that's no longer a statute.
This
so.
is 8 and 6 program 33/16/28.
What was it? 33.
16/28. But that was back in 2012.
Let's just see. Nope. 33/16/28. Yeah, now it's about firearms. Is this what you found?
It was an actual,
This is about firearms. I don't know. Oh yeah, it's from the State Department. Yeah, the 8 and 6 was established in 2012.
Hate.
It's no longer.
I hate Google. Google sucks.
And when you look at, let me see what the bombers one is.
What is this?
Yeah, they don't have anything. They have the challenging courses. That's led by the State Department. It's on that side. They have the advanced scholarship.
Okay, make this work.
And here, let me do something really fast for you. I'll make your life 10 times easier.
334601A.
I'm gonna put something on the draft.
Okay. Oh, you go, girl. Cause that's like,
It's gonna drive me crazy.
it will. What did you do?
Just changed it.
All right.
Isn't that what you wanted? Is that all the ones you wanted?
I was gonna put 4601. No, I think we need to have 01A and 03.
Like that?
No, look at, there's 4601A and then there's 46013 and 4605.
Okay.
I think we need to list all of those.
Okay, you said 3 and 5?
Yep.
Okay, so then what is 3?
Oh, wait, no. Wait, yeah, we do need to list 4605 because that eliminates all the other ones.
Post-secondary credit scholarship?
Yes. And 03 is just advanced opportunities, non-public school students.
And what was 05 again? Post-secondary?
Credit scholarship, right. Because that way, everyone can refer back to the statute that's
I'm gonna look at it and see if you're good with them.
perfect. This will be red. This will be, oopsies, red. Okay.
So I'm looking at DAPA.
Was one,
It's 106. So let me see. Yeah, IDAPA just talks about the early graduation scholarship again.
really?
And this is a breakdown of IDAPA, but
Okay.
and this language is pretty old. It doesn't even reference 8 and 6 anymore. And now that policy is about firearms.
Nice.
I mean, it is about firearms in schools, but. Do we need to have a space in between advanced IDAPA with,
What do you mean?
do you want this higher up? You don't like that?
Oh, wait.
Over?
Hold on. 4601A. Okay, yeah, no, we don't need that one. So then, there we go.
Do you want it like that instead of with that big long space? Or do
Yes.
you want more space?
No, perfect. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So then, so annoying, all these stupid spaces.
Yeah.
All right. So this is definitely a paragraph that needs to remain, but these ones, I don't think they do.
I can't find it anywhere. So we just wanna strike through and then I can have, or just highlight it in yellow and I can have one of the counselors like, is this somewhere, was there direction given at the state level about this? I just don't,
We're gonna highlight it and do
Okay.
that.
yeah, the same for this mastery
Yeah.
advanced program.
Because that way we'll know that
Yeah,
what we're doing is we're removing it, but we need to make sure that we're,
Yeah, if I can't find it anywhere on the State Department and I DAPA, so then that would,
I'm gonna, because this is driving me nuts, it's really, okay, well, it's under edit. No. Format, clear formatting, there we go. And everything goes, oh shit, I shouldn't have done that, pardon my language. Never mind, I'll just go back. Because I hate all the space. All right,
we can
so,
fix that.
yeah, we'll just, I know we can, but I couldn't figure it out, so it's driving me nuts.
My recommendation would be, instead of sending this out for survey, since we do have some questions, can I send it out to the counselors?
Absolutely.
Before, and then we bring it back next week, so we just hold off, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Course and examination fee payment. Any student in a district high school who has attained grade 11 and who has not qualified for the dual credit, okay, well, we don't have that program anymore. Well, shall qualify for the amount established by the state for the 3 post-secondary semesters or equivalent credit or examination. Any districts has attained, not qualified, okay, but that program doesn't exist anymore.
We can't find it anywhere.
Shall qualify for the amount established by the up to 6 post-secondary. The money may be used to pay an amount not to exceed the price of the student, the price to the student of such courses and examinations, except that the combined amount for such credits earned in examination shall not exceed the dual credit fee. Okay, we're gonna do the same with this one, because I don't know, the program doesn't exist anymore. I mean, dual credit definitely does, but there is no dual credit for early completers program. A student fails to earn a credit in the course. Okay, so we're saying this twice. The 8 and 6 program doesn't exist anymore. So,
This whole spacing thing is not working right here. It will not let me fix it.
I know, it wouldn't let me do it.
I mean, I've tried every way I know how, and it's not working.
Did you try unformatting the whole thing?
No.
If we undo the formatting, then it takes all my corrections.
I'm gonna see if I can do this though. See if I can do that. Okay. Try one more. Nope.
What we should have done, and we should remember, is clear formatting in the beginning.
Well, I can just copy and paste
Okay.
it and then clear the formatting and then go back through what you've struck through, because we'll have to do it for stakeholder input anyway, so.
Right. Okay, so this paragraph,
You
we're,
want to keep?
no, because it's right
It's right
here.
yeah.
And I think it's a paragraph for this, for the fact that the scholarships
Mhm.
for advanced opportunities is the reality. If you take the money and you use it for something and then you don't, you have to pay it back.
Mhm.
Does it say if a student fails to earn credit? Yeah, it's the exact same statement. But it was for after that program, so we're gonna strike that out.
Right, and because
Right.
the student never sees the money.
Right, and there is no more 8 and 6 programs, so,
Not that, it's not referenced anywhere, so I think it's just they renamed it. But that's where I would like to call the counselors, and if we're missing something, if there's some random statute that we can't find, it's not referenced anywhere.
okay. So this, for a course to qualify for this program, okay.
So you know, the old House bill that's from 2012,
Right.
that's now 1628, but that's now, firearms.
Okay. Does this give a termination date?
I mean, it's all the same language, it's 225,
Right.
there's 75 somewhere in here.
Yeah.
And then here's the full course load conversation. Here's the definitions.
Okay, so it doesn't exist.
I think it's just morphed into the dual credit.
Okay. All right, because yeah, there's
Because
nothing.
This isn't my area of expertise, I definitely. I'll have the counselors look at it and
Yeah.
make sure that we're not missing something and that we have all of the statutes listed that address.
Right. So if we cruise through this policy, we've got the advanced opportunities. The district provides opportunities for enrolled students to begin earning credit for college and vocational programs through advanced placement, college credit bearing courses, or professional certificate examination classes. In order to ensure the students have a chance to participate in advanced opportunity programs, the board directs high school counseling. The board directs, I took the high school counseling departments to establish procedures with timelines, requirements for participation, requirements for financial transactions, and transcription of credits. Participation in the district's Advanced Opportunities Program. Is it a program or is it programs? Programs. Requires a parent and student agreement to the program requirement. Okay, wait. Participation in the district's Advanced Opportunities Programs requires a parent and student agree to the program requirements and completion of the participation form that accompanies the class syllabus. Definitions. Oh, we didn't review these. Credit means middle or high school credit. Dual credit means credit awarded to a student on his or her secondary and post-secondary transcript for completing a single course. Full course load means at least 12 credits per school year for grades 7 through 12. Overload course means a course taken that is in excess of a full course load, including summer courses. School year means the normal school year that begins upon the conclusion of the break between grades and ends upon the beginning of the same break of the following year. So let's look at, definitions. Credit means middle level or high school credit.
I'll read it too because I have the map.
Okay, perfect.
Dual credit.
Hold on, I gotta type in level. Middle level or high school credit. Okay, dual
So
credit.
It just says dual credit is defined in section 3350-102, so let me pull that up.
Well, it's defined here.
Right, so let's see what that definition is.
Oh, 3350-102.
That's what they reference.
Okay.
So it says, okay. Dual credit means credit awarded to a student on his or her secondary and post-secondary transcript for the completion of a single course.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Full course load.
I
next
just
one.
got kicked out of that one.
At least 12 credits per school year for grades 7 through 12.
Hold on, I got kicked out.
It's full course load and then the statute says full.
Credit load.
Credit load.
Oh, so full credit load? Is that what?
That's what the statute says.
Okay.
It doesn't say course, it says credit load. So it needs at least 12 credits per school for grade 6, so the rest of it's accurate.
Okay.
Overload means a course taken that is in excess of a full credit load and outside of the regular school day, including summer courses. Including summer courses.
And is it overload course or is it overload credit?
Course.
Okay. And school year?
Well, they actually have, a parent definition.
What? On the statute?
Yeah. Parent means parent or parents or guardian or guardians. I don't know if you want that, I don't know if that's
Of
relevant.
course we do.
At this, and then it has a definition of a public school.
Okay, so this.
Parent,
Okay, hold on a second.
and remember they're all in parentheses.
Parent means.
Parent or parents,
Parents.
or guardian or guardians. Really don't like when we use the same word in the definition.
But,
Okay,
you
and
know,
then do we want to define public schools?
it's there, why not? Well, I don't think we say public schools.
Okay.
Maybe, do we, let me see here.
Yeah, right there. You could just say high school transcript.
Oh, it says it's in there 13
Oh,
times,
yeah,
so
so we do- well-
deleted, 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 deleted. Public school, okay. Idaho Public Post-Secondary. Each public school, public, so we do say public a lot, so we do public school, so is that what we're defining?
Yeah.
Alright, so, oops,
Go up.
here we go, thank you.
Yep, so parentheses. Okay. It means, so it means an Idaho school district,
Good lord. Okay,
charter school, or Idaho tribal school. Okay,
that's it,
yep.
okay,
And then school year, means the normal school year that begins upon the conclusion of the spring semester.
oops, hold on. Let me, spring semester,
Leading up to the break between grades and ends upon the beginning of the same break of the following year.
okay.
And those are the definitions.
That's interesting. So school year means the normal school year that begins upon the conclusion of spring break
No, spring semester.
or spring semester leading up to the break between grades and ends upon the beginning of the same break of the following year.
So spring semester is January to June. The break is summer.
Okay. Okay. All
Because
right
if you're a
then.
semester, you have the fall semester and then the spring semester.
Okay.
And that's how college references is as well.
Okay. All right. So we've done the definitions.
Yep. Got those dialed in.
Allocation. Let's do allocations. Students are allocated, well, I guess it is only one. Students are allocated a total of $4,625 to use in grades 7 through 12. Funds can be used towards overload courses, up to $225 per course. Dual credits, a maximum of $75 per credit. Examinations, advanced placement, international baccalaureate, and college level examination programs. Career technical education, or CTE, examinations that lead to industry organized certificate. Do we need to say that? And eligible CTE workforce training courses.
I mean, the industry recognized it was in statute like that.
Was it?
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. A maximum of $2,500 is the combined total allocation for items 2, 3, 4, and 5. Students are required to meet with their school counselor to develop a 4, 5, or 6 year learning plan to help them maximize the benefits of this program according to the student's college and career interests. Intentional selection of coursework is a critical element of these programs. All paid courses must be transcribed on the student's public high school transcript. Any student who successfully completes public school grades 1 through 12 curriculum at least 1 year early shall be eligible for an advanced opportunities scholarship. The scholarship may be used for tuition and fees at any Idaho public post-secondary educational institution. The amount of the scholarship shall equal 35% of the statewide average daily attendance driven funding per enrolled pupil. Student for each year of grades 1 through 12 curriculum avoided by the student's early graduation. Each public school shall receive an amount equal to each such awarded scholarship for each student that graduates early from that public school. Students must apply for the scholarship within 2 years of graduating from the public school.
That one exactly from statute.
We did,
Yeah.
but I didn't like pupil because
Yeah.
we don't say that anywhere else. What I'm curious about though is this sentence. I know it's in the statute, but do we need to state that?
No, I don't think so. It's not relative to this part.
No. Scholarship may be used for tuition. The amount of the scholarship equals shall be 35% of the statewide average daily attendance driven funding.
So this is interesting. I mean, so you pulled that from statute, but from the State Department, it says, these scholarships are equal, sorry, not that part. Scholarships can be used, the awarded amount will double for students who graduate 2 years early and will triple for students who graduate 3 years early. And then it says, if a student elects not to attend a college or university immediately after high school, they will have to apply within 2 years of their high school graduation to utilize the scholarship before it expires. That's from the State Department.
Okay.
That's not what this.
That's not what the law says.
I'll just leave it, yeah.
Shall equal 35% of the statewide average daily attendance driven funding. Per enrolled student for each year of grades 1 through 12 curriculum avoided by the student's early graduation. I just don't understand if that's necessary. So the amount of scholarship shall equal 35% of the statewide average daily attendance driven funding per enrolled student for each year of grades 1 through 12 curriculum avoided by the student's early graduation.
Aren't we not attendance funded anymore? Isn't it enrollment?
No, we're ADA. We were enrollment during COVID.
Yeah. All right, so I guess we'll just, I don't like the sentence, but that's okay. So then we'll go down to here. I switched, well, I won't say that on. If a student fails to earn credit for any course or examination for which the State Department of Education has paid a reimbursement, the student must pay for and successfully earn credit for one. Good gravy. If a student fails to earn credit for any course or examination for which the State Department of Education has paid a reimbursement, the student must pay for and successfully earn credit for one such course or examination before any further reimbursements for the student can be paid.
Super interesting.
Okay. And that's the end of the policy.
So the only question I have, and I'm trying to find it, is right here on the state website. It talks about challenging a course. So if you have a high school course,
I'm listening.
this basically says, and I don't remember seeing this, many school districts provide options for students to challenge courses for credit. In most cases, this means that a student would request to challenge a course by taking an exam. If the student meets the level of mastery set by the local school board for a given set of standards, the school can grant the student a high school credit without requiring the student to take the course.
Okay, well, let's put it in there. What
But-
statute is that under?
Well, that's what that's what I said, I can't find it. This is on the State Department's website.
Okay.
So, but I didn't see that in our statute anywhere. Oh, it's 334602.
334602.
The one we've been looking at. So it says there's something about challenging, I just,
Number 4, the board of each public school may set forth criteria by which a student may challenge a course. If a student successfully meets the criteria set forth by the board of the public school, then the student shall be counted as having completed all required coursework for that course. The public school, with the exception of the Idaho Tribal School, shall be funded for such students based on either actual hours of attendance or the course that the student has successfully
this
passed.
goes back to the self-directed learner.
Okay.
Do we wanna include that in this? I don't know that it's not really about advanced opportunities.
Well,
You
let's
kind
look
of-
at this. If, say calculus,
Mhm.
okay, so a student in their freshman year has taken calculus,
Wow.
whatever. Well, we're talking about kids graduating 2 and 3 years early, okay? So kiddo is smart. So
He's 13 taking calc. He's
you
doing
never
calc.
know. So so he takes it in his freshman year, which I'm trying to see if in the freshman year he would be eligible for advanced opportunities.
Mhm.
He wouldn't. He would be eligible for self-directed learning,
Mhm.
right? Okay. So then come junior year, well, you have to take calculus. Well, no, I already took it.
Mhm.
Well, it didn't count.
But I think it would count, just like algebra counts in 8th grade. Like if you've taken it and you earn the credit for it, what I think this is saying
No. If you take it in 8th grade, it only accounts for your high school. It's not going to account for college.
The
So-
deal says you can access advanced opportunities from 7th to 12th grade. And that's what we have on our deal. It's from 7 to 12. Keep going up. Right, we just missed it. Right there. For grades 7 through 12. But I think we have it somewhere else.
Full credit load is there. That's the definition of full credit.
I mean, we have we've had 7th graders take algebra. I think it's the.
But they're not taking it for college credit.
I think we've had some that have. Well, but how I read that is, okay, so let's just say we have a freshman that takes calc. Would he have to take algebra and geometry? Because if he can pass calculus, he can pass. So wouldn't he waive? He would take an exam. He would just take the end of the course exam for algebra. He would take the end of the course for geometry. And if he could pass both of those, this is saying the board could get permission to grant him, because he has to, for high school, he has to have 3 math credits, 3 classes.
Right.
So if he took a higher level and bypassed the other 2, you'd give him those credits because he could pass those exams.
But those credits are for high school graduation,
Right.
not for advanced opportunities.
Right.
What I'm thinking of is like at NIC, you test in to see where you're going to go,
Mhm.
okay? But if they say, no, you need this class, and you're like, no, I think I'm smarter than that class, you can take the exam for that class, pass it, and still get credit for it so you can move on. So what I believe they're talking about here is, somewhere I'd seen it, for participates in the program, so they're in advanced learning, which means they're college level and beyond,
Right?
okay?
Well, it means you're college bound. You're doing college prep classes.
Right, but no, well,
I mean, unless you're taking the CTE route, then you're taking advanced classes, you're taking classes for college for credit. But
well, how do your AP classes give you credit at NIC? Unless you sign the paper
Right,
that says that.
exactly.
But you can take AP credits
100%.
that aren't going
Exactly.
to transfer over.
Right.
So if you're,
I think we're saying the same thing.
I don't know what we're
Because
saying.
I guess I feel like when you read this, it's specific to the school board. Like, there is a set criteria from NIC that says you have to do all of this. I don't know that we can challenge. I think we're allowed to challenge a course specific to the high school credit. I don't think we're allowed to challenge the course and give permission to grant the dual credit portion of that. I guess that's why I said I don't know that this is relevant to the advanced, because in the sense of credits, I don't know that we would have that, the board would have the authority specific to the dual credit portion of a concurrent class. Does that make sense? Because you get to determine what that criteria is. We don't get to determine what the criteria is for a certification of Microsoft or for a so, I mean, that's how I'm reading, but maybe I'm reading it wrong.
Overload courses, hold on.
Do you think we're saying the same thing?
Wait, no, but where was I just reading? Students attending public schools in Idaho will be eligible for $4,625 to use toward overload courses, dual credits. So it's inclusive, because I said 5, 6, and 7.
You said,
Oh, wait, no, wait, where was I? Hold on. Where was the 2,500? Never mind. I need to,
go back to what you had.
yeah,
Oh, nope.
too far. There we are. Okay. Go back to the challenge.
I mean, the question is can a kid challenge
Oh, that's what I was
the
reading.
dual credit portion, or are they just challenge the high school transcript portion?
I think we may need to add more of this.
Mm-hmm.
Or not. I mean,
It's just more information.
right. I really think, okay, so here's the deal. If a student signs up for a course offered by NIC that's taught by someone here on our campus, I would say, I mean, our criteria needs to include the fact that they can challenge a course offered by NIC by following NIC's challenging procedures. Same with NNU.
Yeah,
or,
that
you
would
know,
just be out of our scope. No, like so
not necessarily,
they,
because
they say with the State Department it is specific to the district.
what is this?
It says, okay, where does it start? If the student meets the level of mastery set by the local school board for a given set of standards, the school can grant the student a high school credit without requiring the student to take the course. So it doesn't say anything about the dual portion, the concurrent portion of that. That's why I said, do we, so.
But this isn't talking about regular high school credits. This is under advanced opportunities.
And it's on their advanced opportunities page for the State Department, so that's why I'm just.
Well, I would think though that challenging a course would fall within respect of high school credits, and then, because even colleges have parameters for challenging a course, I think the challenge section should identify that if they're going to challenge a credit for college course, it needs to refer back to that correct.
Institution, correct.
Correct. So
That's why like my whole initial point was, do we need to put this specific to the high school credit in the advanced opportunity? I don't necessarily think so. If we're referencing challenging a institution course, then we should probably put language to that. But the whole, you can bypass, I mean, that to me would be on the high school transcript, graduation requirement policy.
do any of our policies though have
I don't know. That on there?
Yeah,
I don't
language
know.
to challenge credit.
Do you see why I'm trying to
I do. I get what
that?
you're saying.
Yeah.
I absolutely get what you're saying. But I do think that we need to
It
have.
must be somewhere.
It does.
I'm gonna pull up our high school graduation and see if we have it there. Cause it definitely in statute talks about being able to challenge, but I just think that those colleges are set, and so I don't know that we get to dictate. They'd have to follow their procedures. Okay, I'm on the wrong one.
Okay, so Boundary did have challenging courses because I knew I had seen it somewhere.
Yeah.
So the board of Directors, high school course. Criteria by which a student may challenge a course. The high school counseling department will present the criteria for challenging courses.
And they took it exactly out of the State Department essentially. They changed the counseling part.
Okay. If a student fails to earn credit for any course, has paid area. Okay. But see, even here, it doesn't specify, I mean, it just says challenging a course. Well, what course?
Right.
Does that imply? So that's where, and I don't I mean, all of the courses, I think, should have some type of an exam.
Challenge.
No, I mean, I'm thinking about our high school courses,
Mhm.
which we're actually at 11:11. So we're gonna go ahead and end policy committee, and we'll just,